Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Now it's Ramos. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. He's picked his way through. Doué getting forward. He's found space here. Hakimi does well to get it back. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Doué. Oh, it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Olise. He is through here. Olise, there's the header. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Vitinha. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And the shots! And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Flashes it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Olise. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Good ball, good take. He's got away. Big chance! Camavinga. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Fabian Ruiz. Still goalless at the moment. Doué. That's a nicely shaped ball. Olise! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Olise with the short one. Oh, such a clever touch. Great chance! Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Dembele. João Neves cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, there's a probing ball. Chance here to counter. Camavinga, it's a really well-measured ball. Hernandez deals with that comfortably. Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Aimed beyond the defence. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Gonzalo Ramos. There's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attack routine. They produce something out of nothing there. few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's been cut out, well played.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That's a throw. Rabiot scooting forward. And that is expertly dealt with. João Neves. Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. He's found a way through. And here's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Fabian Ruiz. Doué providing an outlet on that flank. Very nicely done. He's on it, can he get away? Shin to shin. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Paris Saint-Germain are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Paris Saint-Germain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Always goal side. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Doué's cross.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fabian Ruiz. He's going to be disappointed with that. The pass is intercepted. Vitinha. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Camavinga. Rabiot. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early. Hakimi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them...
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Fabian Ruiz, who was quick to react. Olise stood his ground strongly. João Neves. And it's Vitinha. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele venturing down the left. Referee's given a throw. That is ended up in no man's land. Doué tries to play it through. Elise, and it's been played through. Oh, good ball! And that's a dangerous ball. Dembele! No, just not quite. Corner number 3 coming up.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8, le numéro 14, le numéro 10. Alors
Elise,
le numéro 7,
Hernandez with the
le numéro 29.
Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That's a good foray he's making. Kalia in, Kalia, and he's managed to get free. Just into the middle. Oh, well played.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's... Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Kalia in. He won't be happy with that one. João Neves. This is a promising build-up. Kalia in. Now it's Kalia. It's a good foot in there. Camavinga. Nicely worked. Lovely, now then. Can he finish? It's anyone. And he shoots! Sensational from Camavinga! About as smooth as it gets. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one was in.
Shot a goal! Well taken goal. Minimal lapse, maximum punishment.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Ramos, looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. João Neves. Played through into space. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Hernandez. He has a look up. Capo ploughing through the middle. Chouameni. And that's it. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Gonzalo Ramos voted man